We adore you, O Christ, and we praise thee, because by thy holy cross you have redeemed the world. Welcome to Monday morning of Holy Week. We're back here in the chapel of Sacred Heart of Mary on Wolfe Island, and these short daily reflections will help us remain united during Holy Week when we cannot gather here in the church. Our theme this week is, I will keep the Passover at your house, words we heard on Palm Sunday from the 26th chapter of Matthew's Gospel. Words that echo, resonate with us this Holy Week because we can't come to the church, the house of the Lord. And instead, we ask that the Lord will keep the Passover in our homes. We have been accompanied this Lent season by the Gospel of John. On the third Sunday of Lent, we had that story from John chapter 4, where the woman at the well in Samaria encounters Jesus and the living water. And then on the fourth Sunday of Lent, we had from John chapter 9, the story of the man born blind who sees the light of Christ. And then on the fifth Sunday of Lent, we had the story of the raising of Lazarus from the dead from John chapter 11. Today, on Monday of Holy Week, the Gospel is taken from John's 12th chapter, and Jesus is at home, at the home of his friends, Martha, Mary, and Lazarus. We hope that Jesus finds in our home, in these days of Holy Week, a friendly, a warm reception, as he did in the home of his friends. Now, Jesus is coming, we pray, to your home this week. Let me put to you an unusual, perhaps even odd question. How does it smell? Why would I ask that question? Well, listen to these lines from John chapter 12. Martha served, while Lazarus was among those reclining at table with Jesus. Then Mary took about a pint of pure nard, an expensive perfume. She poured it on Jesus' feet and wiped his feet with her hair. And the house was filled with the fragrance of the perfume. The house of those friends of Jesus was filled with a sweet fragrance. We might say it's the fragrance of love of God. The fragrance of that perfume was a sign of the love that Jesus' friends had for him. We might ask ourselves then this week, what fragrance fills our home? Is it the fragrance of Christ? Is it the fragrance of God's love? We might contrast that today with what we might call the smell of fear. We use that expression, the smell of fear, when we have a sense of foreboding, a sense of danger. Well, the smell of fear is spread all over the world today. There's a deep sense of foreboding, a sense of danger. The world is full of fear at the beginning of this Holy Week. We need instead to fill our homes with the fragrance of Christ, the Christ who has triumphed over sickness and death, the Christ who has overcome the world, the Christ who replaces that smell of fear with those words he addressed to his own apostles, "Be not afraid." We wish to fill our homes this Holy Week with God's fragrance, the fragrance of God's love, the Father's love for the world that is made manifest in these holy days. Let us ask then for that grace, that the sweet fragrance of Christ banish the smell of fear from our homes. I will keep the Passover at your house. Praised be Jesus Christ, now and forever.